we have covered the main parts of portfolio management. Now we are going to see the other topics of that is part 3. Okay, Ajay Agarwal sir says that this is not that important for exam, but we need to be cautious and we need to learn this also. First one, it is arbitrage pricing theory model or APT. Okay, so what does it say? Now, what does arbitrage say is that in the market, not only your market risk is important. Okay, that is your, what is beta? Beta is denotes your risk related to market with the security, right? That is securities risk with related to market. Okay, so what this arbitrage theory says is that one guy named Stephen Ross, he gave this theory that you don't need to remember that Stephen Ross name. Okay, so what theory he gave is that the market price of security is not only dependent on the market changes, okay, the changes in the market, okay, other factors are also responsible. For example, your GDP, okay, your COVID situation, okay, and economic rates, your inflation rates, your interest rates in the market, okay, these are all also very much important. Okay, that is all also affects the share price. That is what the theory proposed by him. So we'll see what it is. Okay, so he gave a formula. The first one, the risk-free rate of return is very much fixed in the society, so that much you will get. Okay, so how much you should expect from a return? That is, beta will be denoted. What is beta? Beta is the securities risk with respect to a factor. Okay, so what is that? We in normal CAPM equation, we do market risk premium into our beta, right? So here what we do is we have to take risk premium, but the first factor was market. That was your beta. Sorry, that was your market return, market risk premium we took. Now here there are many other features. Okay, so we are taking risk premium of every factor. One factor is our market. The another factor can be our GDP. The another factor can be our interest rate. Okay, whatever can be the case. Okay, so what we are doing is we'll multiply the beta into the factor risk premium. Okay, so that much amount we'll need with the that much amount we'll be needing. Okay, beta is respected to the that is securities relation with the market or any of the factor risk. Okay, so what is beta? Beta are the sensitivity. Okay, beta is also known as sensitivity of factors such as market, inflation, GDP, interest rate, etc. Okay, and factor risk premium is the risk premium for factors. Okay, risk premium, that is risk premium also they would have given in question, or else how we can find it is that the risk factor minus the RF, right? Now, factor risk premium is generally the surprise element in factor calculated as follows. Okay, it is a surprise element. So how do we calculate factor risk premium? For market, how we do? It is RM minus RF. Okay, here how we can do is factor risk premium. In question they would have given actual value and we will deduct minus expected value. Okay, so actual value minus your expected value. What if both are same? What if both are same? Then there is no beta. Okay, then we will not calculate with beta. If let's suppose it is 8 and this one is also 8, so if you multiply it with 0, it will be 0. Okay, it won't affect. Okay, it is the surprise element that we get. Okay, so actual value minus our expected value, that is our risk premium, into the beta factor will do. Okay, beta will be given in question. Okay, next, expected return of portfolio. It is expected return of portfolio is equal to RF plus beta will do beta of portfolio. Okay, that is the only difference. And FRP, that is your factor risk premium, will all remain the same for each of them. Okay, so what is beta? What is the beta of portfolio 1? So what we do, it is weighted average of beta one of each security in the portfolio. Okay, each security one beta will get, right? So we'll do weighted average of that and we'll get beta of portfolio 1. Okay, like that we have to do for all. Okay, into factor risk premium we'll get we'll get expected return. Okay, this is arbitrage pricing theory. Okay, that is he'll calculate more with the more factor risk premium. What happens in capital asset pricing model, that is CAPM, you just do market risk premium into your beta of security plus your risk factor. There is no factor risk premium here, there is factor risk premium. That is the only difference. Okay, so we have understood the concepts of it. Now we'll apply it in the question. So question number 47, it is very much easy. You can do it on your own. Here they have given risk premium associated with the factor. Okay, we'll multiply it with your beta. Okay, we'll get an answer plus risk free. Okay, so that was what they have done here. You can solve it on your own. Okay, it is very much easy. Next, question number 48, it is easy, but one point is there, that is this one. For that we are doing this question orally. So how we'll do it, let's see. Mr. Tamarind intends to invest in equity shares of company of which the value depends on the various parameters as mentioned below. Okay, factor is given here: GNP, interest, inflation, interest rate, stock market index, industrial production. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll calculate beta with factor risk premium. Factor risk premium is not given here, so what we'll do, actual value minus our expected value. Okay, so actual value minus our expected value, 7.7 minus 7.7, it is 0. So 0 into 1.2, it is 0 only. Okay, we will not take this, there is no surprise element here. Okay, for here 7 minus, we actual value was 7, but our expected value was 5.5. So surprise element was 1.5. So 1.5 into 1.75 will do. Okay, like that we have to calculate for everyone plus our risk free rate, will get the answer. Okay, now question number 29, we'll solve it in detail. Okay, it is a good question. Let's see. Mr. Nirmal Kumar has categorized all the available stock in the market into the following types. Okay, he has categorized all the available stocks in the following types. He has divided in 4 types. Which one is small cap growth stocks, small cap value stocks, large cap growth stocks, large cap value stocks. In 4 categories he has divided. Okay, next. Mr. Nirmal also estimated the weights of above categories of stocks in the market index. Okay, he has calculated the weights also. Okay, he has put the weight also. That means what? He has created a portfolio. Okay, he has created a portfolio. Further, the sensitivity of the returns of these categories of stocks to the 3 important factors are estimated to be. Okay, so he is telling that there are 3 factors. Okay, beta, book price and inflation. He has identified 3 categories and he assumes that these 3 categories will hamper the expected return. Okay, so required rate of return is rate of return of treasury bond, that is your risk free rate, is given as 4.5. So what is the required part here? Using arbitrage pricing theory, determine the expected return on market index. So we are going to use arbitrage pricing theory. What is arbitrage pricing theory? It is RF plus beta 1 into factor risk premium, beta 2 into factor risk premium. Okay, like that we have to do. Okay, so what is my risk premium? Okay, my risk premium, have they given actual value, expected value? No, risk premium is given here. Okay, risk premium is given only for factor. So factor risk premium of 1, factor risk premium of 2, factor risk premium of 3. Okay, they have given here. Okay, risk premium they have given. Now what we have to do is, now what this guy has done is that he has a market value of everything. Okay, he has calculated market value of every stock. So how we'll do? Weight of every stock is given. So what is the first step? What is the first step we do? The first step we do is we calculate expected return of each security. Okay, expected return of each security we calculate first. Okay, so how we do it is RF plus your factor 1, that is, this is the beta they have given, right? This is the beta they have given for each of the factors. Okay, this is the beta value they have given. Okay, so this into your risk premium, and this 1.39 into your risk premium, and 1.35 into your risk premium. Like that you will do for each and every stock. For small cap growth, small cap value, large cap growth, large cap value. Okay, for everything you will do. For small cap value, how will do? 0.9 into 0.65, 0.75 into minus 3.5, 1.25 minus 1.25 for expected return on the each of the category of stocks will do. Okay, small cap plus will do what? 4.5. Okay, so the next thing what they are doing, they are asking is, okay, the first step, this is this. Okay, so how we'll do it? So how we will do it? It is my question number 49, right? Question number 49. How we'll do it? The first part using arbitrage APT theory, right? So for individual stocks we'll calculate and small cap growth stocks, small cap value stocks, large cap growth stocks, large cap value stock. These are the 4 categories. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll calculation. Okay, so how much, what it will be? RF, that is your 4.5 plus your beta of 1. Okay, first factor beta into your risk premium, that is 6.85 plus 1.39 into your minus 3.5. Okay, risk premium can be negative also. Okay, plus 1.35 into 0.65. So how much is the answer we are getting? I have written it very much expanded. We have to adjust. Okay, here I'll write answer. Okay, so what is the answer we will get? 0.8 into 6.85. Okay, we'll get answer as 5.9925. Okay, 5.9925. Like that for every security we have to do. Okay, 4.5 will remain constant here. Okay, plus and your risk premium will also remain constant. Only your values will change. Okay, like that we have to calculate for everything. I'm just writing your answer. Okay, 8.8525, 8.478, 7.535. Okay, we have calculated each of the securities using APT theory. Okay, arbitrage pricing theory determine the expected return on each security they should have given. They have just given here market index. This I guess is a error here. Okay, next using, okay, they have, sorry, this is not error. They have asked for market index. We have provided for market index. Next, what for market index? What is my market index? So market index, what they are meaning is that this Nirmal Kumar, he has categorized all of his stocks as in the market. Okay, this is in the market. So what is the market index? What will be in the market index? It will be the weight. Okay, weight will, for now we'll assume this as a portfolio. Okay, how do we do it in portfolio? We'll take weight, okay, and we'll multiply it with the return, right? This is my expected return. This is my expected return. So return expected, okay, of security 1, okay, and security 2 and so on. Okay, so how much is it? 0.25 into 5.9925 plus 0.10 into 8.478 0.8525 plus 0.5 into 8.478 plus 0.15 into 7.535. If you do, we get the answer as, I'll just solve, okay. 0.25 into 5.9925 equals n plus 0.1. Okay, there is some thing, okay. I'm making some mistake here, but we'll get answer as 7.7526. okay, just calculator error I'm doing, okay. So you'll get answer as 7.7526. okay. So the next thing what they are asking is using CAPM model, okay. Using CAPM, how we can find it, okay. What is the formula? It is RF plus RM minus RF into beta, right? So now what we are going to say is we want just market index, right? We want market index, okay, of only market index. So we got beta of portfolio from market, beta of market index we got 7.725, okay, that will take, okay, and we'll calculate risk, okay. So RF is 4.5% plus, what is my RM? RM I got from first, that is 7.7525 plus, sorry, minus 4.5, okay, into beta. What is my beta of portfolio? My beta of portfolio is 1. Why? Because market index is always 1, okay. 7.75. Using CAPM, what they are asking, the second question is, using CAPM, determine the expected return on market index. So what is market index as per, what do we do in CAPM? In CAPM, we just take only market risk, okay. So here it is given as beta, okay. We don't see book price, we don't see inflation, that factor is not relevant here. So what we do in CAPM is that RF, okay, plus risk premium is given here 6.85 it is given, and beta is 1, okay. So how much will we get? 6.85 plus 4.5, it is 11.35, okay. So that is what they have asked, we have given here. C part, Mr. Nirmal Kumar wants to construct a portfolio consisting only of small cap value, and large cap, small cap value and large cap growth stocks, okay. If the target beta portfolio is 1, determine the composition of his portfolio, okay. So he's just asking weight of it, okay. So how will we do it? It is weight of, we'll assume the small cap value stock as A and large cap growth stock as B, okay. Weight of A into what we have to find here? We have to find return, right? we have to find beta. Okay, so beta of A, okay, plus weight of B into beta of B. Okay, since weight of B is equal to 1 minus weight of A, so we'll substitute here. Okay, so what is weight of A is not known. Beta of A, what is beta of SCVS? What beta we get? (0.9). Okay, we are getting, we will see just market beta. Okay, 0.9. okay, plus now we are using CAPM only. In third part also we are using CAPM. What is weight of B? Weight of B is 1 minus weight of A into my beta. What is my beta of B? Large cap growth beta is 1.165 is equal to 1. So weight of A 0.9 plus 1.165 minus 1.165 weight of A is equal to 1. So if we solve, we'll get weight of A as 62.3%, and if we substitute, we'll get weight of B as the remainder 37.7. okay, so this was the question 49. It was a good question. First we'll use what? First we'll use APT theory and we'll find expected return, and next they are saying now APT theory is done for. Okay, we'll not use APT theory again. Okay, we got expected return. They are asking market index. How we find market index in APT theory? We'll take all factors into consideration. We took all factors into their weights. We took into consideration. We got a value. Okay, this is APT theory. This is done for. Next, using CAPM we'll do. Now what in CAPM? CAPM is 4 point, that is risk free plus beta into RM minus RF. Okay, we'll use just only market data, that is beta. Okay, so factor 1 is beta, it is given. So risk premium is also given here 6.85. okay, and beta of market is always 1, so we'll take it as 1. Here 1 plus 4.5. okay, 4.5% is the risk free rate. We'll get 11.35. okay, next we do that is Nirmal Kumar wants beta of 1. So how much should he invest in as small cap value stock and large cap growth stock? Okay, so if we find that, we'll use market beta only. Okay, since we are using CAPM model, we'll use market beta only and we'll find the beta. Okay, we'll substitute the beta. We take this assumption as weight of beta is equal to 1 minus weight of A. Okay, not assumption, this is the factual. Okay, if we substitute, we solve the equation, we'll get value of A and value of B, weight of A and weight of B. Okay, this is question number 49. It was a good question. Practice it well. Now question number 50 is also a good question. So we'll see it how to solve it. Next, Mr. X owns a portfolio with the following characteristics: security A, B and risk-free security is given, and factor sensitivity, that is factor beta is given. Okay, then expected return is given. Risk premium is not known. Okay, now it is assumed that the security returns are generated by two-factor model. Okay, two-factor model is being used. If Mr. X has 1 lakh to invest, okay, now they are saying it is assumed that security returns are generated by a two-factor model only. Okay, two-factor model are taken into consideration. This is purely a question based on arbitrage pricing model. If Mr. X has 1 lakh to invest and sells short 50,000 of security B and purchases 1,50,000 of security A, what is the sensitivity of Mr. X's portfolio with the two factors? Okay, you did not understand. I'll explain it to you. Okay, now what is happening here is that he is having 1 lakh, but he is purchasing 1,50,000. How is this possible? Okay, so what he is doing is he is selling short of 50,000. Means what? He is borrowing the securities of B. Okay, he's borrowing from security B and investing in security A. So how will we do it is that security B, what is happening? He is borrowing 50,000. Okay, how much did he have? 1 lakh. Okay, so here the ratio is becoming 0.5 minus. Okay, security B. Security A, what is happening? He is investing 1,50,000 and how much is he investing? 1 lakh. Okay, so this is 1.5. Okay, so this much you understood, right? So now what is he asking? What is the sensitivity of Mr. X's portfolio? He is asking beta. Okay, beta or sensitivity of his portfolio. Okay, so now how will you solve it? Okay, now we got security A's beta as security A's weight as 1.5, right? So we'll multiply 1.5 into what is my factor sensitivity? We'll have to use APT model. Okay, what is the formula? It is RF plus beta 1 into factor risk premium 1 plus beta 2 into factor risk premium 2, right? So what is my RF? It is 10% plus what is my beta? Beta 1, it is this is irrelevant here because he is just asking beta of portfolio. So what is beta of portfolio? Beta of portfolio is equal to weight of A. This is my weight of security B and this is my weight of security A. Weight of security A into beta of A plus weight of B into beta of B, right? So what is my weight of A? My weight of A is 1.5 into what is my beta of A? My beta of A is how much? 0.8. Okay. Now, what is my beta portfolio 1? Okay, plus this for first factor we are doing. Okay, for first beta of portfolio 1 we are doing. Okay, plus weight of B, it is 1.5 into what is my beta of B? It is 1.5, right? Sorry. I took beta weight of B as differently. Okay, what is my weight of B? My weight of B is minus 0.5. Okay, minus 0.5 into my beta of B, it is 1.5, right? My beta of B is 1.5 for factor sensitivity 1. Okay, for factor sensitivity 1. Okay, this is my sensitivity 1. How much will we get here? Okay, so if we solve, what we will get? That is this we are taking sensitivity of first. Okay, so 1.5 weight of A into sensitivity 1 will get, okay, into 0.8 so we are getting how much? Minus so we are getting it as 0.45. okay, this is my beta of 1. okay, beta of portfolio 1. okay, now we have to find beta of portfolio 2, that is your factor sensitivity 2, right? Your factor sensitivity 2 is what? This one. Okay, we have to give this effect also. So how will we give it? Okay, so what is my weight of A? My weight of A is 1.5 into what is my beta of A? It is 0.6 what they have asked in question is that what is the sensitivity of Mr. X's portfolio of the two factors. Okay, the two factors we are taking, and we are taking the sensitivity plus how much is my weight of B, minus 0.5 into what is my beta of B, it is 1.2, right? So if we solve, what we'll get, 1.5 into 0.6 equals n plus 0.5 minus into 1.2. We are getting 0.30. Okay, this is my factor beta of 2. Okay, now we'll solve the second part. This is done. We'll solve the second part. Mr. X borrows 1 lakh at risk-free rate, okay, and invests the amount he borrows along with the original amount of 1 lakh in security A and B in the same proportion as described in part 1. Okay, what is the sensitivity of the portfolio of the two factors? Again, we have to find sensitivity of the portfolio only. Okay, we have to find sensitivity of portfolio. Okay, now what is happening here is that he is bringing another 1 lakh. He is borrowing 1 lakh from risk-free rate. Okay, risk-free security. So 3 security we have to take. Okay, weight of security A, right? Weight of security B, and weight of security risk-free. Right? There are 3 securities, right? Risk-free security. Okay. Now we'll calculate weight. Okay. What is he saying is that in the same proportion as described in part 1. Okay. He is borrowing how much? Minus 1 lakh from here, right? Minus 1 lakh from security C. Sorry, security risk-free. Okay. So 1 lakh. So how much is it? It is becoming minus 1. The weight of it is becoming minus 1. Now weight of security B. Now how much is he borrowing? He borrowed minus 1 from here, right? Minus 1 from risk-free security, and invests the amount he borrows along with the original amount of 1 lakh in security A and B in the same proportion. Okay, and what he does is that he does the same thing in A and B. Okay, in the same proportion. So here what will happen, here my base capital will be, he'll invest this more amount there, no? So 1 lakh is my total, 1 lakh is my capital, the same. Okay, he'll invest in the same thing, that is he will borrow from here, that is 50,000 he borrowed earlier, right? Minus 50,000, another 50,000 he will borrow. Okay, another 50,000 he will borrow, and he'll invest it here only. Okay, so earlier he invested how much? 1 lakh plus 50,000, right? Okay, from the earlier part, another one also is investing 1 lakh plus 50,000. Okay, so if you see what he is doing, this guy is doing is borrowing from risk-free also, and he is borrowing from security B also. Okay, how much he borrowed? He borrowed 50 from here, 1 lakh from here. Okay, so his total borrowings is how much? He is getting 3 lakhs here. Okay, he has borrowed from here, right? It is how much? Minus 1, and here it's also minus 1, right? So this is my weight. If you are not understanding this, just ratta. Okay, I am trying to explain it logically. He has borrowed from here. Okay, now what he is doing? He is investing here. Okay, minus 1 lakh. Okay, and here is he borrowing 1 lakh, and here is investing. Okay, from security also is investing 1 lakh. Okay, he already has 1 lakh. So 3 divided by 1 minus 1. This is my sensitivity. Okay, now what is my beta of portfolio 1, beta of portfolio 2? Okay, we'll do the same thing. Weight of A into beta of A plus weight of B into beta of B plus weight of C into beta of C. Here C, same. Okay, I'll take this security as C. Okay, there are only two sensitive factor, no, so that's why we took. Okay, two sensitivity factors there, that's why we took that. So what is my weight of A? My weight of A is 3, weight of B is -1, weight of C is -1. Okay, weight of A is 3, weight of B is -1, weight of C is -1. What is my beta of A? My beta of A is how much? 0.8, 1 into 1.5. Okay, here it is 0. Okay, here it is 0. Next, into beta of A is how much? 0.6, 1.2. 0.6 into 1.2 into 0. Okay, how much are we getting? We are getting it as 0.9 and here we are getting it as 0.6. Okay, if you can see what happened here is this is just multiplied by 2 of this one, the first one. Okay, this is just multiplied by 2. Okay, because we are taking more investment. Okay, we are taking 1 lakh more investment. If you are finding this confusing, what we can do is, he is borrowing 1 lakh, another 1 lakh, he is investing in the same proportion, right? So what we can do, assume is beta of portfolio 1 is equal to 0.45 into earlier we had 1 lakh and now it is 2 lakh. Okay, divided by 1, that is equal to 0.9. Okay, beta of portfolio 2 is equal to 0.3 into 2 times the first time. Okay, now here it is also 0.6. Okay, like this also you can do. Next, in answer, how they are given here? In answer, they have given here as like how we wrote. Okay, so you have to write it like this only. This is just for understanding purpose. Next, part 3. What is the expected return of? So in third part, what they are asking is your FRP2. Okay, what is in question? It is given, it is what is the expected return premium of factor 2. Okay, so factor 2, what is the return premium we need to find? It is not okay, so what will it be based on the data above? Okay, based on the 2 parts that we have did in part 1 and 2. Okay, what is the FRP2 they are asking? What is the return premium they are asking? Okay, so how will we calculate it? Okay, we are assuming we don't know it. Okay, based on the expected return, how much will be the based on the given data of expected return, how much will be the factor risk premium of 2. Okay, that we need to find. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to do APT. Okay, what is APT equation? It is your RF plus beta 1 into your FRP1 plus beta 2 into FRP2. Okay, they are asking this part. Okay, we don't know this only, they are asking this part. Okay, so we don't know this both, so we'll create an equation. Okay, so how will we do it? So the first equation is for security A. Okay, security A will make first equation. Okay, security A will make first equation. How will make? RF, is it given in question? Is RF given in question? No. So RF, yes, it is given in question, right? 10%. 10% is given in question. And what is my security A's expected return? It is 15%. Okay, it is after APT. Okay, plus what is my beta? what is my beta of A? Beta of A is also given 0.8. Okay. Now what they are saying is the third part is independent. They are asking to find FRP. Okay, factor risk premium. They are asking us. Okay, factor risk premium 1 and factor risk premium 2. They are asking. Okay, we don't know. It is an independent part. Okay, we don't know factor risk premium 1 and factor risk premium 2. Okay, we are just taking sensitivity analysis of both part. Okay, security A 0.6 and 0.8 and 0.6 we are taking. Okay, now security B. Security B will denote it as second equation. What it is how much is the return is 20%. Risk factor will remain the same, 10%, plus what is my security A's factor 1 sensitivity? It is 1.5 into FRP1. Okay, and what is my second factor sensitivity? It is 1.2. Okay, 1.2. Right. Now what is happening? So the next step what we are going to do is we are going to multiply equation 1 by 2. Okay, by the numerical value 2. Why? Because if you see in security A, okay, I don't know the why. Okay, we are just gonna multiply 1 by 2 to make it equal to 2. Okay, security B. Okay, we are going to do this because here it is 0.8 and here it is 1.5. We want to make it double. Okay, that's what Ajay Agarwal notes, my personal notes are saying. So that's what we are going to do. Okay, so how we'll do it? 15 equals 10% plus 0.8 FRP1, okay, plus 0.6 FRP2. I will multiply with 2. So what will happen? It will become 30 and it will become 20 plus it will become 1.6 FRP1, okay, plus it will become how much? 1.2 FRP2. Right. Now this will be my third equation. Okay, now what we'll do? Subtract (3 minus 2). Okay, so what is my third equation? It is 30 20 plus 1.6 FRP1 plus 1.2 FRP2 minus 20, and here also will become minus 1.5 FRP1, and here will also become minus 1.2 FRP2. Okay, so why did we do this? Because there was no common factor in between, right? To equal one factor, here it was 0.6 and here it was 1.2, right? So to equal that factor, what we did, we multiplied 1 by 2 so as to get it equal to this, and this cancels out. Okay, FRP2 cancels out and we'll get FRP1. Okay, this was the common link between the question. Okay, so that's why we did it. Okay, that's why we multiplied 1 by 2. Okay, now if you see what answer are we getting, it is 10 is equal to 10% minus 0.1 FRP1. Okay, now if you see FRP1 0.1 is equal to 10 minus 10, that is equal to 0. FRP1 is equal to 0. 0.1 divided by 0.1 is equal to 0, right? Anything divided by 0.1 divided by 0 is equal to 0 only. Okay, 0 divided by 0.1 is equal to 0. Okay, we got 0 as answer as FRP1. Okay, now substitute this FRP in any of the equation. We'll do it in 2. Substitute in 2. Okay, 20 is equal to minus 10, 20 plus 1.5 into 0 plus 1.2 into FRP2, right? If we do, how much we'll get? 20 minus 10 is equal to 1.2 FRP2. 1.5 into 0 is 0, and I took 10 here. Okay, now FRP2 is 10 divided by 1.2, that is equal to 8.33. Okay, my FRP2 is 8.33. We got our answer as FRP2. Okay, this was the whole sum of question number 50, and this completes our market lines portion. Okay, this completes our arbitrage pricing theory portion. Okay, this was the only tricky question number 50. I am planning to ultimately remember it. Okay, this is a special sum for me. I didn't understand much logic of it. Whatever logic I could understand, I have told it in this video. Okay, that much only. But this sum is a special sum. We need to revise it before exam so as to keep it in mind. Okay, one thing you keep in mind, that not everything you can learn by knowing all the concepts behind it. Some part, that is 5% or 10%, it will be like that you have to just remember the steps. Okay, you have to memorize the steps and do it. Okay, this is the inherent limitation, okay, of a human. So that's what it is. I'm just trying to make that 5% even less. Okay, tata, bye bye.